Oh yeah, I'm up from my nap, man. I dozed off on the couch. I wasn't here watching a movie. I dozed off. I woke back up about 7 o'clock. I said, man, and I was about to go upstairs and get in the bed. Y'all know I got to go back to work at night at midnight, but I'm good, man. I'm rested. I feel good, man. I got me a burst of energy. So I said, let me get to work, man. Let me make a YouTube video. Feel me? And just stay on the move. Y'all know how I do. I stay on the move. I don't stop. It never stops. I don't think about it. I keep grinding, man. Even when it gets hard, even when I'm feeling like things are not happening. Slow motion is better than no motion. Always remember that. Y'all hold on to that, man. But quick video though, man. We got to talk a little bit about this, man. And y'all know with these videos, I like to always try to remind y'all, reiterate things, because we got to have those constant reminders, man. Some of us, we may question ourselves. We may be like, damn, man, is it all really worth it? Is what I'm doing all going to pay off in the long run? I don't know, man. To be honest with y'all, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what the future holds, man. All I know, I'm going to try regardless. Just try regardless, man. Show up every day. Put 110% effort into it every day. Whatever it is you decide to do with your life, man, always put your best foot forward, man. Don't ever half-step it. Don't ever be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. You got to make sacrifices, man. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, man. Sacrifice. You have to sacrifice in order to get ahead in life, man. If you ain't making sacrifices, the necessary sacrifices, you ain't going to never get to where you want to be, man. You're going to look up a year from now, 5, 10 years from now, and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, damn, man, I didn't do the shit that I needed to do to get to where I need to be, man. And this is the thing too, man. I got to tell y'all, man, because I see this a lot, man. I seen this in some of my comments, over the past couple of years. When it comes to sacrifice, don't ever let nobody tell you what they feel you should be doing, or they feel you going too hard, or I should be doing this, you should be doing that. Everybody always got an opinion on what you should be doing, but they ain't walked a step in your feet. You feel me? They ain't took 1 step in your shoe, walked them out to where you going, man. You feel me, man? So I take everything somebody tells me I should be doing with a grain of salt. You feel me, man? Don't tell me I'm working too hard. I'm doing this. I'm doing that, man. I'm fucking 35 years old. I know when to listen to my body. I know when I'm tired. I may need to take a break, this and that, man. And I just guess I'm built different, man. Everybody ain't built the same, man. What may get hard for somebody else, for me, it may just be a walk in the park. It may be just another day, another dollar, man. You feel me, man? So that's why I don't never listen to what people should be telling me I should be doing. I tell people in some of my videos, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm a correctional officer. I say I work a lot of overtime. I be working 72 hours a week. Most weeks I work night shift. People said, man, you gonna wear yourself out, man. You doing this, you doing that. You need more. I don't need none of that shit, man. You feel me, man? Y'all not in my shoes. Y'all don't know my goals, my ambitions, my dreams in my life. It's like, people can say this and say that, man, but they not putting no money in my pockets. They not paying no bills over here. You feel me, man? Like I said, man, I listen to my body. If I'm really tired, I just won't work. I'll take my name off the overtime list, and it's not like I'm just living to work. I take plenty vacation. I got vacation scheduled in about 3 weeks. I'm thinking about going back outside the country, this and that. I may go to Dominican Republic or Jamaica. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to book it real soon, man. So, I'm all about balance, but right now I got some goals to hit. I got some goals to hit in my life. That's why I'm going so hard. You feel me, man? Like I said, man, the stuff that I do, man, most people would have gave up probably, man. Like, man, this shit too hard. I'm not cut for this, man. I'm just going to, just stick to being a regular Joe. I don't want to be a regular Joe. I want more for myself. I want more out of life. That's why I go so hard. That's why y'all see me putting on so hard. Who man, I work a 16-hour shift at the prison, still go to the gym damn near every day. Soon as I get off running this YouTube channel full time, making all this content, you feel me? Hit the gym every day, working 72 hours a week, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing my journey for motivation motivation and inspirational purposes only, man. That's it, man, at the end of the day, man, But yeah, like I said, man, I learned early in life, though, that you have to make sacrifices in order to get ahead on. That's one of the things my mentor used to always tell me, man. He used to say life is all about choices. The choices you make today, 6 months, a year, 5, 10 years from now, you either going to be sitting back smiling at the decisions you make, or you're going to be sitting there with your head in your hand like, damn, I really messed up. I wish I would have made better choices, man, So message, especially to my youngsters, man, in high school, college, y'all the ones, man, I adore and I admire, man. And I try to help y'all out to the best of my ability, man, because I've been in y'all's shoes, man. And I know how easy it is to fall victim to peer pressure, trying to look cool, shit like that, man. You see all the cool kids sitting in the back of the classroom. They want to skip school, get high, shit like that. They don't want to do what they teachers tell them. They'd rather skip school, man, and go to the mall. Me, when I was in high school, man, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I got in trouble one time for skipping school to lift weights, man. I skipped class once. I got in trouble for lifting weights, man. The gym was open at the high school, man. I'm supposed to be in class. I'm in the basement lifting weights. That's about the only time I ever skipped class. Other than that, man, I graduated high school with a 3.8 GPA. I got a football scholarship. I graduated with a 3.3 GPA, got my degree in criminal justice, man, and made something out of myself. Them same cool kids that y'all see, man, 10, 20 years ago, man, I graduated high school 2008. I'm a little bit older. Them same kids, they still living on that same shit today, living on some shit they did in high school, not doing nothing productive with their life, man, all because they wanted to be cool. They wanted to look cool, man. They wanted to stay fly, had the next tail chirp on their hip, the newest pair of Jordans, man. What they got to show for it? They ain't got shit to show for it, man. Except they probably working a dead-end job, 2, 3 jobs, got 4, 5 kids. Meanwhile, look at me. I chose to stay focused, man. Got a house. I bought a house, man. Got 2 cars paid off, in a good career, doing well for myself, get to travel around the country, shit like that, man. And I don't say that shit to brag. I just say that to show you what's possible when you stay focused and you stay on your P's and Q's, man. You don't fall victim to peer pressure, temptations, trying to look cool, trying to fit in, doing what everybody else is doing, man. Make them sacrifices today so you can get to where you want to be at tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing too, man. A lot of people, they waste so much time on shit that don't even matter, man, like Netflix, Hulu. They want to scroll up and down TikTok, Instagram, on, man, y'all got to put that shit down. If you ain't where you want to be at right now, man, that should be your prime focus right there, man. You feel me, man? Me, when I wake up, man, from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, man, only thing on my mind is this YouTube channel, trying to grow it, because that's one of my number one goal right there. I want to be successful when it comes to this YouTube channel. The gym, trying to increase my finances, working on myself, man, my skills, just expressing myself, just becoming an overall better person. That's the only thing that's on my mind. If it ain't about that, man, I try to limit distractions, man, because I don't want to waste no more time. I told y'all, I done wasted enough time over the years, spent enough money on dumb shit, man, taking females out to eat, buying shit that don't even matter, clothes, rims on my car, just dumb shit in my 20s that I have nothing to show for, man. This season in my life, this chapter in my story, it's about growing. It's about expansion, man. I'm trying to take over. I'm trying to change my life all the way around, man, to completely turn my life up, man. So that's why I say I ain't got time for no distract. I don't have time to just be sitting around. You hardly ever see me sitting around idle, just wasting time. I'm always on the move. I'm always working on something, man. Stay busy. I tell y'all all the time, staying busy is a blessing, man. Being productive in a world full of stagnation, when there's people out here, so many people that ain't having no motion, they ain't got shit going on. They not talking about shit. They just sitting on the couch, sitting on the porch, stuck on stupid, man, looking stupid, man. When you got motion and you making plays, you making stuff happen, you going places in life, man, you feel me? Those are the type of people I look up to, man. Those are the type of people that you should aspire to be like, man. That's who you want to be. You want to be the person in the game making plays, just like a football game. I use this analogy all the time. When you go to an NFL football game, what do you see? You see 110,000 people up in the stands. You only see 22 players on the field. You want to be the player on the field, man. You got to make them sacrifices, man, you know. And this is the next thing, too, man. You're going to have to miss out on some things when you on to the road of success. You trying to get to where you want to be at. And like, you're going to have to miss out on some shit, man. You're going to have to fall back off the scene. You ain't going to be able to go out every weekend, go clubbing, staying out 2, 3 in the morning, man. You're going to have to miss the happy hour, the fella nights out, the ladies trip, all that shit, man. When you on your go, when you got a destiny in life, man, you different. You moving different. You got to move different if you want some different shit. If you cool with the same shit, then by all means, keep doing what you're doing, man. But when you want a higher calling, when you want more out of life, man, you know it's nothing wrong with missing out on shit. You feel me, man? I don't want to sit on here and tell y'all, you know, to miss out on important shit. You know, like family events, your child, you got kids like me, you know, your kids' milestone. You want to always show up for that, man. You know, sometimes you may have to miss it, man, you know, because you got to work, shit like that. It is what it is, man. But as long as you make majority of them events, I'm talking about shit, man, that's not adding to your, you know, where you trying to be at, man. You know, you just got to fall back, man. You got to fall back and distance yourself. And you probably going to realize that you wasn't missing shit no way. Them same people going to be in the club, the bar, the hookah lounge, you know, the girls trip, wherever y'all go, the day parties. All that shit gonna be right there when you pop back out on the scene, man, you know. That's why you just gotta fall back, you know, lock in, and get focused on where it is you're trying to go, man. Otherwise, you're going to look up and you're just going to be like you stuck in the loop, man. You got to break out the matrix, man. You feel me, man? And this is the next thing, man. You know, it all comes full circle, you know. The people that, you know, that's been wondering where you been at, when you pop back on the scene, you know, you bossed up. You ain't even got to say nothing, man. They going to see the results. They going to see the results, man. You know, results always talk, man. When you locked in and you on your shit, you in your bag, man, and you been focused, man, and now you starting to get everything that you've been praying for, you've been working and wishing for, man. It's gonna speak values for you. You ain't even gonna have to say nothing, man. They gonna know what's up, man. They gonna be like, damn, man, you come back now. It's like, damn, you look like a phoenix rose out the air. You look like a damn. They thought they saw a ghost, man, because you done bossed up so much. It's like you shining different. You glowing different, man. You know, like I always say, man, when you grind different, you shine different. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. Shop with me on my website. Y'all got any input, thoughts, comments on this video? Make sure you drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated. Boom.